private sector in response to controversial climate change theory. Would you support the cap-and-trade legislation?
There's no evidence of global warming. This is a totally controversial issue. And when it is controversial, our President and our Congress have no business taking a firm stand on it. The science is so torn at this point, and a lot of false premises have been made. I am not for cap and trade. Are we talking about taxing consumers in a time of near depression? Are we talking about measuring the amount of energy that you consume, putting a reading on your thermostat to gauge how warm your house is, and taxing you more because you use more energy? Is this the Soviet Union or is this the United States? Government is way beyond their bounds on this one, folks. The Constitution and Thomas Jefferson never imagined what government might be doing in this 21st century. Again, give us a break, Congress. Give us a break, Mr. President. We are hurting. Everyone in this country is hurting. We're losing our jobs and our houses. This is not a time to come up with a new tax.
We have to change the way we are dependent on foreign oil in this country. It is dangerous. Our military leaders tell us it's dangerous to our very national security. Our economic leaders tell us it's dangerous to our economic well-being in the future. If oil goes to $4 or $5 a gallon, what will that do to our economy? If we have to buy that from overseas, what's that going to do to our economy? We have to be smarter. China is making some of the biggest investments in the world in building solar panels, hydro. We cannot let them take over new technologies and energy. That's why local companies like Unico that are doing clean, energy, efficient heating and cooling systems are going to help transform our economy. That's why investments in biofuels here to make St. Louis the world leader in biofuels. Those are good paying jobs right here. Renewable power, like on the Mississippi River, hydro turbines. We have those abilities right here and now. It's up to us to make that happen.
Let us drill here.
Thank you. I'm going to start, if I can, translating. Congressman Carnahan said, I support cap and trade, and I voted for the national energy tax. Look, cap and trade is the worst, absolute worst of this Congress. It's, to use a term his sister likes, it's the worst of Washington. Here's what they did. They said, we want to take our ideological interests, payouts for wind, payouts for other interests, and we want to do this. So we're going to go to Wall Street. We're going to say, guys, we really want to do this. What do you think? And they said, well, make it something we can trade. And we'll trade the carbon credits and make money. This was a deal with the ideological left and Wall Street to try to tax Americans, and especially Missouri. And at the end of the day, it's bad for every one of us, and it's bad for America. As someone yelled out, Congressman, if you want to help us get less dependent on foreign oil, let's drill in ANWR, let's drill in America, let's find our own